I would never believe that it's even real. Burnout, like, what the hell? But it is real, and it's not a joke. If this video helps at least one person, I will be really happy. Hi guys, I'm Anna. This year, from being employed, I became an owner of multiple businesses, and instead of living between Rome and London, I started living between two continents. Overwhelming. This is exactly how everything started. But first, what is burnout? First of all, burnout is a state of physical and emotional exhaustion. It can occur when you experience long-term stress. For example, working in a stressful job. Work burnout can also include feeling empty, powerless, and useless. If at any point you feel like it's getting too much and you cannot cope, please contact a doctor. Talking about the symptoms of burnout: insomnia, physical exhaustion, feeling tired, feeling fatigued. And that was my symptom number one. Starting from the second half of December, I was sleeping like 10 hours, and at night I was waking up after 10 hours of sleeping, feeling still exhausted. I started having naps during the day, and it still was not enough. Can you imagine? So 10 hours of sleep at night, and after that 1 or 2 hours of nap, and didn't give me enough rest. So if it seems like you sleep enough or you sleep more than usual but you still feel tired and fatigued, this is the first sign that you're not lazy, you're not unmotivated. Something, the body is telling you that something is kind of wrong with it. And please guys, when you experience anything like this, make sure you pay attention to your initial body signals. And another vital symptom of having this burnout is, this is also what I had starting from December, is changing of your eating habits. I was eating crazy amount of food first of all, and I never felt that I was any satisfied with that amount of food. I caught myself eating a lot, but my feeling of hunger didn't go away, and I started eating absolutely crazy foods I never touched before, like chocolates and M&Ms and all these cakes and constant pastries. And another thing, I started eating and craving food. It's ridiculous time of the day. Usually after 8 p.m. I don't feel hungry. I don't need to run to my fridge to munch something in front of the TV. But here the cravings were to the point that I feel really crazy. I was about to start crying if I don't have anything sweet or anything to comfort myself. And after that, I feel so ashamed with my own behavior, and I started feeling so mad at myself, so I couldn't cope. And it was like a circle. I couldn't sleep at first. After that, I was staying until late for more than a week, and I was craving this ridiculous food, and I couldn't stop eating. And after that, I couldn't fall asleep again. I was waking up late, and I was really tired, feeling exhausted. And at that point, after a week or so, I realized that something is totally wrong happening with me. And let me give you a little list to check yourself, to run your self-assessment, to understand if you might have burnout situation in your life. Those are the symptoms I was experiencing for 2 weeks. First of all, feeling tired or drained all the time, feeling helpless, trapped or defeated, feeling detached or totally alone in the world, having a cynical or negative outlook. The biggest one, which was worrying me big time, self-doubt, procrastinating and taking much longer time to accomplish the same tasks took you much shorter time even a few weeks ago. And really nasty one, feeling overwhelmed, like negatively overwhelmed all the time. So the question of the day, how did I get it? How did I manage to get it? I have to tell you, my last 4 months were absolutely crazy. It started from the point that I quit my job in August. So in August, late August, at end of August, was my last ever official salary. And starting from September, knowing that I'm not going to have any salary at the end of the month, and now it's just me with all my projects, and only I am responsible for what I'm getting in this life. And I started developing this feeling of being constantly excited but anxious at the same time. And in November, I decided to have that sweet November month. I started from going back to London, having lots of business meetings over there, visiting my office, visiting all possible people I could meet that time. And after that, I shoot to Los Angeles. I went to Los Angeles. I stayed there for over a month. New country, new emotions, all these new things, and also juggling all my projects. I have my team sitting in Europe, I have my clients in Europe, and those time differences and all these new emotions gave me this crazy feeling of having so much energy to the point that I couldn't really sleep. I was sleeping 4 or 5 hours, and I really thought it's more than enough. Lack of sleep, all these new places, new projects, new people, and I came back to Europe in December, and I guess this is the outcome. So in December, I'm coming to Europe, I'm coming to Paris, thinking, okay, now I'll sit down and work on everything. But first of all, the weather was, I never thought I'm weather dependent, but seems I'm a little bit am. So all month of December, it was constant rain. It was so cold, and I got to the point that I didn't really want to leave the house. And running 2 new businesses already at the same time, plus developing one app and constant talks to all these app developers, arranging everything, looking for the right company, running 2 YouTube channels, and on top of that, in September, I started another YouTube course, how to improve my channels and how to improve my content and all these things. So my desire was to reach 100,000 subscribers for this channel by the end of 2023. And I was told, okay, just make more content, make more short content, and make sure you're publishing things every single day. And just a few days ago, I found out that just in the month of December, I published on both channels more than 50 pieces of content. And all in all, it was like just 1 month of December, I was having up to 6-7 online meetings daily, plus 11 open masterclasses, online masterclasses, also in the month of December. So the 24th of December, Christmas Eve, I realized that, oh my God, I'm sick. I have insane temperature. I feel cold no matter that I'm covered with several degrees. I have temperature, my muscles, they hurt, and I clearly have something wrong happening with my immune system. I feel exhausted, and starting from the 24th of December, I started sleeping ridiculous amount of hours. I started eating absolutely ridiculous food, which didn't give me any satisfactory in the long run, just feeling of being ashamed with myself, and I couldn't perform anything I was doing before. I had this feeling that I just want to hide from the world, hide under the doorway and don't do anything, don't communicate with anyone, just cut myself out of the world and stay alone. And after 1 week living in this dark place, I would say, I realized that something is not right happening to me, happening to my life. Packed my stuff, flew to Rome, and a few months ago, after deep research, talking to my family, checked the scales, month of December, plus 3 kilos, eating all this ridiculous amount. I just realized, guys, that this is lots of people going through now because of all this uncertainty globally happening, all these situations. So guys, burnout and how to get out of it. My own experience. First and most importantly, you need to accept it. You need to accept that this is true, this is right, this is exactly what is happening to you, and the first step to recover is to accept it. Second, and vital, absolutely vital, guys, it's your sleep. And make sure that you're sleeping at least 8 hours. Give your body as much sleep as it requires. If it's 10 hours, fine. If it's 12 hours, fine. At the first stage of your recovery, when you just caught you're having this burnout situation, make sure that you sleep as much as your body needs. Forget about your alarm, forget about some vital things in the morning, forget about watching movies in bed or scrolling or playing with your phone. Now, put yourself first now. Your sleep is the vital ingredient of your further recovery. Exercise, guys. I would never thought I would ever say this, but for me, it's the toughest thing. I have no idea what's happening with climate. I'm the person, that living in Norway, I was going jogging even with minus 10 degrees. It was absolutely fine for me. I came to Europe and it was cold in Paris, but on top of that, it was raining constantly. It's like literally, it's raining all the time, and it was my mistake. I was staying until late. I was waking up late, like close to 11, 12 afternoon. I was panicking that, oh my God, so many things need to be done. So I was pushing my exercising, my getting out of the house just for the sake of fresh air to the very late moment. And big news that in Europe, in Paris, Rome, after 3 p.m., in Rome, okay, 4 p.m., it's already dark, right? So if you want to go out and enjoy a little bit of sunlight, daylight, you need to do it before 4 p.m. And at some point, I just lost it. And I found myself in Paris that I didn't leave the house for more than a week. And I personally believe that it's a massive contribution into your burnout when you don't see the daylight, when you don't have any fresh air. So for me, in my list of vital things I am doing now in Rome to recover, I'm getting myself out. So you don't need to go jogging and run for 10 kilometers. When you're recovering, forget about it. I know how difficult it is, and sometimes it feels like, oh my God, okay, I didn't go jogging, running today, so what's the point? There is a point, guys. Even now, even if it's 9 p.m. and I feel like, oh my God, I don't want to get out of the house, I want to stay and I want to watch something. Now, putting your clothes on, getting out, at least 30-40 minutes of walk with your favorite music, with your favorite motivational programs. This is what I do. Your radio, or just without music, just looking around, and you feel much better. What's next? Food, guys. Your diet and exactly what you're putting inside of your body. Okay, don't get me wrong, when you just caught yourself having this burnout, give yourself 2-3 days of eating anything and everything you want, because, well, we all know that sometimes all this feed, all these sweeties and everything, they helping us, they make us feel better. But guys, always keep this in mind, it's a short-term solution. So my idea here, came to Rome for 2 days. I was eating anything I wanted, pasta, pizza, sweets, cannoli, all this, like, Roman pastries and everything. But now, gradually, I'm getting back to eating proper vegetables, clean proteins. I'm getting back to twice a day, my meals. I'm skipping breakfast, I'm having lunch, and I'm having dinner. Now I'm having it certain times and only twice a day. No snacks, no chocolates, no self-pity. Okay, it's time to get out. Plenty of water, at least 2 liters of water every single day, plus tea or coffee if you feel like it. And your food, watch what you eat, guys. If you follow this clean and healthy diet for 2 days, for 3 days, very soon you will feel that it contributes in your recovery big time. Another thing I'm going through now, guys, I have my self-care schedule. Like literally I'm working on my self-care plan every single day. So basically I listed all the activities which give me energy and those activities which drain my energy. And I'm emphasizing those activities which I'm getting energy from, and I'm trying to bring to the minimum those activities I'm not enjoying and I feel drained after. First thing, I'm starting my day from meditation. It helps to clear my thoughts, it helps to clean my heart, and it helps me look at some different situations from a very positive prospect. So guys, especially when you're recovering, especially when you have this feeling of being overwhelmed, anxious, anxiety and all these things, guys, please try meditation at least 1 week, better 2 weeks. If you can do it for a month, you will see tremendous difference in your life. Last but far not least, I would say vital, number 7, and stop scrolling. You cannot imagine how much negative effects this pointless scrolling on social media can give us, especially if we are doing it before going to bed. And of course I had this excuse, I'm a content creator, I'm looking for inspiration. No guys, at some point all the social media, they make you feel really down. They contribute into your feeling of self-doubt. It's a time waster and also it's energy drainer, and at some point it contributes in a very bad way into your self-acceptance, into your self-esteem. And when you start doubting yourself while you're watching other pictures, other stories, other reels or whatever, get out, put your phone away and stop scrolling, ideally for a whole weekend, for several days. Just remove the tab, delete it. Our happiness, always remember, it starts from inside. When we're happy about our life, about ourselves, inside, we know it in our mind, we feel it in our body. We don't care what we're watching, we don't care who said what to us, just like we are happy inside. And this is the feeling I want you, I wish you to have this year. Let's stay happy together, let's stay healthy together, and as our tradition goes, guys, thank you so much for being with me today, listening to my personal story. I'll be waiting for your comments, what you think, and if you ever had or having similar situations in your life, please share in the comments. You're not alone. I'll see you next week, guys. Stay safe, be happy. I love you so much. Bye for now, guys. Bye.